Good afternoon. We do start with some breaking news this afternoon as we look live in the western part of the state. This is a look at the backup along I-70. This is westbound out near Newcastle. And you can see, this is in the eastern part of the state in Newcastle. You can see cars backed up for miles there as INDOT has closed a lane for construction. As of now, we have not heard of any reports of a crash causing any delay in traffic, but we are keeping an eye on this as it progresses. So again, a backup on I-70 westbound near Newcastle at this hour. You might want to reroute if you're headed that way. And thanks for joining us at noon. I'm Anne Marie Tiernan, and this afternoon, 13 News is now working to learn more about what led to a deadly shooting. It happened outside an apartment complex on the north side. The Marion County Coroner's Office is now confirming the identity of that victim now is 25-year-old Trayvon Davis. Police were called to the hub that's at Nora Apartments around 6:30 last night near 86 and College, right across the street from Northview Middle School. That's where investigators tell us they found Davis dead at the scene. Right now, we know that police initially detained a person in connection with that deadly shooting. They since have been released. So now we're reaching out to police to see if there are any other persons of interest that are being identified in connection to this death. Now to new details surrounding an Easter morning shooting that left a 15-year-old seriously injured on the northeast side in Lawrence. Right now, there is an 18-year-old in custody in connection with that investigation. Authorities tell us that 18-year-old caught several teens allegedly breaking into his girlfriend's car, this at the M Club Apartments in Lawrence. He said they just got back from a party and they were leaving to go to a gas station. That's when the man says he witnessed several teens by the car wearing masks. He says that startled him, and that's when he started shooting. According to the documents, the 18-year-old said he was in fear for his life, and he fired off around 10 shots. Right now, we're working to learn from the prosecutor's office if he's going to be facing any charges. So I'm here with Sean Ash right now. You can see he is all geared up for the Pacers game tonight. He's got that city jersey.
Yep, 13.
He's got his Pacers tie, the blue and gold. He's all ready. It is sunny and warm today, so we're enjoying this weather. As you look ahead, you know, we've had a lot of rain and clouds, but you say don't get too comfortable just yet.
Yeah, well, we're good. We're good until Friday. Friday's a different story, but we're going to enjoy this. This trophy that represents best weather in the country.
We like
to break that out every now and then.
Love it. I love it. I knew it was going to be either today or tomorrow, so maybe we'll do it 2 days in a row.
We could be back-to-back champs here. We'll see. We'll let the viewers decide if tomorrow's in their wheelhouse or not.
No blaming Sean.
No blaming us today because it is absolutely spectacular here on game day. My goodness, we are so ready. Good afternoon to you folks over in Connorsville. Look at that shot. Man, that just screams Indiana, doesn't it? Beautiful blue sky. We've got a little mid-level cloud cover. Not going to amount to much here. Temperatures right now in the lower 60s. We're going to tack on, when I show you our temperature map, we're going to tack on a good 10 degrees between now and the time we get to sunset here. So looking great. We're at 71, not much of a wind. Remember, yesterday was very breezy. That's not the case for today. 61 in Greenfield, 63 Shelbyville, and 62 this hour in Greencastle. Already pushing 65 in Terre Haute. Hang tight there, Richmond. Hang tight in Kokomo. You too will join the party come later today as all of us will be bouncing up here into the 70s. Now, we got a few little showers that are trying to emerge here near Chicagoland, but they're bumping into some really dry air, and that will keep the state dry today, maybe not necessarily tonight over far northern Indiana. Look at this, sunshine and temperatures in the 70s. The warmest is yet to come. I'll have that in the 7-day.
All right, thanks for all that good news, Sean. Thank you. Well, we do have an update this afternoon on a proposal in Fisers. The city council there voted yes to putting a limit on the number of rental homes in neighborhoods. This comes right now as state lawmakers are also trying to limit cities' abilities to do just that. Alex Almanza is in Fisers with a reaction from neighbors in Hamilton County.
The Fisher City Council voted unanimously to put a cap on the number of rental homes in neighborhoods, a decision that has sparked numerous debates. But as the ordinance gets put into effect, there's been a lot of opposition and support. A proposal was brought forth to the Carmel City Council Monday by Fisher's Mayor Scott Fadness, who says Fisher's homeowners are concerned about the number of homes in his city that are owned by companies and people who don't live in them.
It's one thing to build a great city, it's quite another thing to maintain a great city. That it's not just a snapshot in time, but it lives on not just today, tomorrow, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years into the future.
The proposal now requires all single-family rentals to register with the city. They would be limited to 10% of the homes in a community. However, any rentals existing prior to December 31st will be grandfathered in.
We've seen over the past few years tons of large corporate rental companies and private equity investors come to Fishers and all of Hamilton County and scoop up homes with cash, which is not allowing, first-time home buyers, for example, to purchase homes.
Meanwhile, opponents of the ordinance are left disappointed in the unanimous vote.
You've definitely changed the landscape and made it much more difficult for people looking to rent here because you've taken an option off the table. You're going to increase rents, and you're really dictating the conditions of who can live here and under what conditions.
Chris Pryor, a real estate industry advocate, says the talk of renters being, quote, bad for neighborhoods is only doing harm.
The city already has tools in place to address those concerns. The city just simply needs to enforce the tools it already has in place.
Going forward, advocates for the rental cap are hopeful that the keys get handed back to homeowners.
Maybe some of those neighborhoods can heal, and when I say heal, I mean get back to having mostly homeowners and put that cap on those rental properties.
Meanwhile, the Carmel City Council introduced a similar proposal on Monday, and it leaves a lot of questions behind, including if ordinances like this will stick or if state lawmakers will have the final say. In Fishers, Alex Almanza, 13 News.
Simultaneously, right now, Indiana state lawmakers at the State House are considering an amendment that would block cities just like Fishers and Carmel from putting these rental limits into effect. It's House Bill 1389, and it would also prevent communities from passing rules on what kind of vehicles or equipment people could buy. Drivers on the northeast side, listen up. NDOT says it is going to start issuing speeding tickets in the construction zone that's been in effect at I-69 and I-465 for some time now. The warnings will turn into tickets in just 2 weeks from now. So far, NDOT has already sent out 90,000 notices warning drivers about their speeds in the area. Heads up, drivers, if you were going 11 miles over the speed limit with workers present in that work zone, you will receive a violation. Now, the signs are up there already, and they already are alerting drivers about the cameras in use. They've been there for some time. The first violation will be a warning. The second, a $75 ticket. The third ticket will double up to $150. You've been warned. All right, so news in health news today. Now we have 8 confirmed measles cases in the state of Indiana. This after 2 additional cases now recently confirmed in Allen County, northeast up by Fort Wayne. Health officials there say the patients have been identified as an unvaccinated child and an adult with an unknown vaccination status. We're told they both now are recovering. Officials say they are linked to the previous measles outbreak in Allen County. The world now is mourning the death of Pope Francis as tributes continue to pour in from all across the world. Pope Francis is not only being remembered as a man of God, but as a man of the people too. We have new video showing people who are at the Vatican that we are learning that the Pope died of a stroke and also of heart failure. His residence now sealed off, which starts the mourning process. The Eiffel Tower was lit up in the city in honor of the pontiff. The White House ordered flags to be flown at half staff. President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump say they do plan to attend the Pope's funeral in the coming days. We also know that there's going to be a mass for Pope Francis Thursday at noon here in Indianapolis. The Indianapolis Archdiocese says it'll be celebrated by the Archbishop Charles Thompson. It'll be at St. Peter and Paul Cathedral in downtown. 10 years ago, Pope Francis traveled here to the States on his first visit. There were hundreds of Hoosiers that traveled east to D.C. and Philly for the chance to see the pontiff. David DeLacco was one of them, and he says Francis was humble and kind.
He was a pope concentrated on showing the world love, caring for the most vulnerable. Could see his love for the people, during our visit. Just someone that truly cares for each human soul.
We were connected with many of the people from Indiana who made that trip, and they told us they still talk about those moving moments. We do have extended coverage of Pope Francis's death on WTHR+. That's our streaming service. If you don't have it, just download the free streaming app to watch it all right there on your TV. It's free.